What is magic? A famous magician once said that magic can be many different things for many different people. For me personally, it's childlike wonder. That's the feeling that I got when, as a kid, I was exploring the world. Everything is new. Everything was shiny. Nothing quite fit into my way of thinking how the world works. It's the feeling that I got when I looked up into the night sky and saw the Milky Way with my own eyes for the first time. It's the feeling that I got when I looked through a telescope for the first time and saw the rings of Saturn. It's the feeling that I have the pleasure of experiencing almost every day as a scientist, as an astrophysicist, researching something at the edge of human knowledge, thinking that I understood what's happening, but then more questions pop up. Now you might be thinking, why are you talking about magic? We are supposed to see a science talk. And yes, you're right. But actually, scientists and magicians are more similar than you might think. For one, both of them deal with wonder. Magicians, we try to create wonder. We see something impossible. We try to figure out, how can we make this happen? How can we make this possible? How can we share this wonder with other people and inspire them? As a scientist, we try to understand wonder. We look at things in our universe. It can be supernova exploding far, far away, galaxies merging. And we try to understand, why do they occur? How do they work? And could they be important? But that's not the whole story. As a matter of fact, a lot of magicians in the past have been scientists as well. Just think about electricity or magnetism. Even in the modern day and age, electricity sometimes seems like magic to me, all on its own. And both of these very different ideas or fields follow a very different recipe. They have the same 3 ingredients. That is an observer, an observation, and a method. Let's start with the observer. For a magician, the observer would be the audience. That's you people. Without you people, there is no magic. No wonders can be passed on. For a scientist, the wonders are the events that are happening across our universe. Those are the supernova exploding far, far away, galaxies merging, black holes colliding. The observation. For the magician, the observation is the actual magic trick. Those are the wonders that we share. For a scientist, the observation are these events that I've been talking about. And then there's the third thing, the method. And before talking about the method, let me demonstrate. I brought a pen and a ball. In magic, usually things happen on a count of 3. So on a count of 3, something impossible will happen. Something that doesn't quite fit into how you think the world works. Matter will disappear. Watch carefully. 1, 2, 3. Now that's odd. I was expecting the ball to go, but apparently the pen vanished. But I guess that's also how science sometimes works. You're expecting one thing, and something completely different happens. And I'm sure most of you are currently trying to figure out, how did this work? When did it happen? Where did the pen go? Maybe he put it up his sleeves. And that's exactly the third thing, the method. You're reverse engineering what happened. That's what scientists do. That's what magicians do. It's the same thing. To do this reverse engineering, sometimes you have to think outside the box. I should have, yes, a second pen. We'll do the same thing again. Watch closely. 1, 2, 3. Now you are already expecting this to happen, right? But if you just shift your perspective slightly, you might realize where the pen went, and things start to become clear. Let me read it again. We had the observer. That's the audience, or the scientist. Then we had the observation. 1, 2, 3. The pen vanished. And then we had the method. You actually see where the pen went. But let's come back to the first question that I posed. What is magic? And to me, there were the questions that pop up along the way. And that leads me to the question of, where did the ball go? And I leave that up to your curiosity to explore. Because if you can think like a magician, almost everything seems possible. Thank you.